I'm going to share some glimpses of my life in China. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Waqas Akbar. I am 28 years old and I am from Pakistan. I have completed my bachelor's in 2013 and I have completed my master's in 2015 and now recently graduated from Shanxi University of Finance with my PhD degree. When I started my journey in 2017 from Pakistan to Shanxi Saijing Dashue, during my journey I have met several Chinese people and they were very happy and glad that they have met a Pakistani person. So it was really nice when I came here. I didn't knew that I would take so much love from Chinese people, but it was like, yeah, they love Pakistani people a lot. And when I came here, they arranged first meeting with our leaders and our teachers. In that meeting, they have explained each and everything we have to do during this stay in China, about our studies, about the regulations, about the rules we have to follow in our school. And it was a very nice meeting with all the leaders and teachers. Then now I would like to share some experiences of my campus life. In my campus life, I have met so many Chinese students and they were very happy to meet me, and I was very happy to meet them because they were so friendly and they were so caring. In the campus life, during classes, we have learned a lot of cultural things, traditional things about China, Chinese language, calligraphy, Tai Chi, reading Chinese, listening Chinese, and speaking Chinese. And we have participated in sports festival during this stay in my campus life. I have participated in football championships and I have met so many good friends who can play good football. I also play badminton with Chinese persons and friends. I also play badminton with them. I also play ping pong, table tennis, and sometimes we play basketball with them. And it was really a nice experience to play with them. Now I would like to discuss some traditional Chinese culture. Chinese culture is one of the world's oldest culture. The area in which the culture is dominant cover a large geographical region in Eastern Asia with customs and traditions varying greatly between provinces, cities, even with towns. There are several components of Chinese culture. One of them is language, then traditions, customs, festivals, their cuisine, Chinese cuisine, and there are so many Chinese attractions in China. There are 7 to 10 major groups of dialects of the Chinese language, which each have their own variations according to Mount Holyoke College. 65.7% of Chinese people speak Mandarin, 6.2% of people speak Min, Yue, Jin, Gan, Hakka, Xiang, Hezhou, Pinghua. These are the Chinese dialects Chinese people speak in China. And then the Chinese festivals. There are many traditional festivals in China, such as Spring Festival, Lantern Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, Mid-Autumn Festival. Spring Festival, also known as Chinese New Year, and it is the most important in Chinese culture, just as important as Christmas Day in Western culture. I have spent 2 years New Year here, 2 New Years here in China, and I have met our school leaders. They celebrated their New Year with us, and they have gave us some gifts on their New Year, and they had lunch with us. So it was really nice meeting them again on the New Year, and we were very glad to experience this New Year event in China. Now the Chinese arts, 2 special arts in China. One is Beijing opera, and the second one is martial art. We can say that is Kung Fu. Beijing opera is the most influential opera in China and has a history of around 200 years. It synthesizes the arts of singing, dancing, recitation, martial art, and instrumental music. Symbolism dominates the motions and stage designs. There are four main roles in Beijing opera. Number one is Shen, is the male role in Beijing opera. Then Dan is all female roles in Beijing opera. Jing is known as Hualian, a role with a painted face, who is a man of special character, feature, and personality. Chao is also called Xiao Huilian. A Chao may be a kind-hearted, humorous, and funny fellow in the Beijing opera. I have visited Beijing opera with my teachers, and we have met all the characters behind the stage, and they explained us everything, how they were painting their faces and how they are going to perform on the stage. And it was really nice to meeting with them, and they have captured some pictures with us. Now, the martial arts, Kung Fu is an important and unique component of Chinese culture, heritage with centuries of cultural history attached. It is not only includes physical exercise, but also Chinese philosophy, meditation, and aesthetics. The purpose of this art is self-defense, to help maintenance, and finally as method of self-cultivation. Our teacher have taught us Tai Chi, and we have learned how to do this exercise. Now, the weddings in China, the red color is considered to symbolize the good luck. The red color is also believed to keep away the evils. It is therefore no surprise that traditional Chinese weddings outfit almost always feature in red color. I have visited my friend's cousin's marriage, and here are some pictures from that marriage. Now let's talk about about Chinese cuisine. Chinese culinary art are famous all over the world. Chinese dishes appeal to the senses through sight, smell, taste, and texture. Chinese cuisine includes a variety of different flavors due to China's vast geography and diverse nationalities. Local dishes with their own distinctiveness can be roughly divided into 8 regional cuisines. Number 1 is Shandong cuisine, Sichuan cuisine, Hunan cuisine, Anhui cuisine, Jiangsu cuisine, Zhejiang cuisine, Fujian cuisine, Guangdong cuisine. As a Muslim, for me it was very important to have halal food here. So it was easy for me to find a halal food in China, even in Taiwan. In China, the Chinese halal food called Qingzhen Sai. It is easy to find Muslim restaurants in China which usually offer cheap and halal food. Chinese halal food appeared over 1000 years ago during the Tang dynasty when Islam was first introduced to China. With my Chinese friends and my fellows, I have visited several Chinese Muslim restaurants in Taiwan, and we had our lunches and dinners together in those restaurants, and the taste was really good and the price was cheap for a student. Here are some pictures from those dinners and lunches. Now let's talk about something, Shanxi province. Shanxi province is a landlocked province of the People's Republic of China, and it is part of the North China region. The capital and the largest city of this province is Taiyuan, while its next most populated prefecture-level cities are Changji and Datong. The name Shanxi means west of the mountains, a reference to the province's location west of the Taihang Mountains. Both Jin and Mandarin are spoken in Shanxi province. In 2019, I have visited Tai Hang Mountain, and it was really a nice experience there because I found a very unique thing there. They have an elevator, a lift there which can bring you from the below level to the top of the mountain. And Taiwan is also known as being Jingyang. Taiwan was the capital or provincial capital of many dynasties in China. That's why it is also called as Dragon City. Taiwan's local specialties include tomato egg noodles, Dao Xiao noodles, Tu Nao noodles, Lao Chen Su matured vinegar, Yusi flour sausage, fried pork with vegetables, mutton soups. In Taiwan, there are a lot of attractions you can visit. In my stay in China, in Taiwan, I have visited many places. I went to Sang Mountain. It was a very nice place. There we found a glass bridge, and it was a very nice experience to be there. And we went through that glass bridge. We have been to Yusai Old Town. It was really a nice place. Shanxi Museum, One Bailing Ecological Park with my German and Chinese friends. Me and my classmate, we went to Shanxi Coal Museum. In 2019, we went to Pingyao for the celebration of Chinese New Year. Our Shanxi government have arranged this tour for all the students in different universities, and we have met several students from different universities in that festival. The Great Wall of China, one of the greatest wonder of the world. The Great Wall winds up and down across deserts, grasslands, mountains, and plateaus from east to west of China with a history of more than 2000 years. I also have visited some places outside Shanxi. I went to Great Wall of China in 2019 with my classmates. When I was in Pakistan, it was my dream to go to Great Wall of China. Then we went to Olympic Stadium in Beijing, Forbidden City, and a Canadian school in Beijing. I also went to Shandong, Jinan, to meet my friends there. Now I would like to say thank you to the Shanxi government and our school that they gave us an opportunity to come here as their first international student. I would like to say thanks to International School of Education. I would like to say thanks to my professor that she accepted me as her first international PhD student, and she helped me a lot during my journey. At the end, I would like to say 我爱中国，我爱山西，我爱上海，谢谢。